Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back. I'm Van, and we are all the LFR family. And if you're not already, hold on 1 second, guys. Okay, I see that something's a little off. All right. Okay, I saw that my street disappeared. I can see my living room out in the street. That's not right. That's not supposed to ever happen. We're about to check out some Jordan Peterson talking to, who is he talking to? Piers Morgan. And I'm hearing that he's going to get a bit emotional on this one right here. And honestly, I'm not surprised, man, because he's just a good guy. He's a good guy. He passionately wants to see things get better. He just loves people, man. You got some people who build platforms off of anger. Some people build platforms off of sex appeal, off of many different things. Jordan Peterson, he built his name off of simply wanting to help people, using his abilities and his skills and his information to help others. So make sure y'all hit the subscribe button if you like it. If you don't, then just go watch other videos from the LFR family. Stay on LFR family's playlist all day long if you got to, until you find something that you love, man. I don't have a hat on, and I haven't had a haircut in a long time, but you know what? It's okay. We about to check this joint out, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, all right? Let's do it.
I've got to wrap it up. I don't want to, but I have to. I want to ask you just quickly, the film director Olivia Wilde has a new movie out, which she says is based on you, this insane man, this pseudo-intellectual hero to the incel community. Incel being these weirdo loner men who are despicable in many ways. Is that you? Are you the intellectual hero to these people?
Yes, he is. He's the intellectual hero.
Sure. Why not?
Thanks for admitting it.
People have been after me for a long time because I've been speaking to disaffected young men. You know, what a terrible thing to do that is. I thought the marginalized were supposed to have a voice.
It's making you emotional. Talk about that.
Well, God, you know, it's very difficult to understand how demoralized people are. And certainly many young men are in that category. And you get these casual insults, these incels. What does it mean? It's like, well, these men, they don't know how to make themselves attractive to women who are very picky, and good for them. Women, like, be picky. That's your gift, man. Demand high standards from your men. Fair enough. But all these men who are alienated, it's like they're lonesome and they don't know what to do, and everyone piles abuse on them.
One thing that I get from this, and I'm not going to talk for a long time because we came here to appreciate Jordan Peterson and what he had to say in response to Piers Morgan's questions. But what I want to point out is this guy is, well, I was going to say nice and caring and all those things. His level of security, like just being secure within himself, to not really give a crap about, hey, I already noticed it's going to be nationally televised, internationally televised. It's going to be something that goes all over the world. I can care less. I'm just going to be my true self. I have a passion for just wanting to see there be a future. He wants there to be a future. That's it. Because if he don't do his part, he realizes that things could stop. Things can end if we don't do this properly. And he know that the leaders of the world, have to be secure within themselves, and they need to know their worth. And that's these young men of the world. And he's saying even with relations, like, they want to entertain the whole being in a relationship and possibly getting married in the future. They want to entertain those things. But a lot of women are extremely, extremely picky nowadays. It's like they don't even want to, like, they're accepting that being single without children and all that is the life that they are called to live and called to lead. And if that happens, could you imagine? People stop being born, period. If there's no relationships, and there's no relations, people aren't being born. And men are tired of playing the role of just going out there and just having sex with anyone. Women are seemingly tired of just going out there having sex with anyone. And they are trying to find that middle ground where they can meet and do some things and build a new nation. But they are just so far off in their ideologies. So they need a person like Jordan Peterson, or even the gentleman who passed away suddenly, Kevin Samuels. I don't know how y'all feel about him, but I didn't like Kevin Samuels before. And I started looking into his videos because my daughter, who once did YouTube, started talking favorably about him. And so did her fiance at the time. She's married now. And my youngest son was speaking favorably about Kevin Samuels. And I started checking out his videos. And I started getting it. Same thing with Jordan Peterson. So, okay, let's get back into it.
When she said that, Olivia Wilde, it stung you, didn't it? I saw the
Oh,
reaction.
by that time, you know, that as far as critiques go, that was kind of low level. I mean, once I got painted as Red Skull, you know, magical super Nazi, that was kind of the end of the insults. There's no place past that. So when Olivia Wilde made those comments, the first thing I did was go look at the preview for a movie, which I quite liked. I thought I would go see that movie probably, and perhaps I will. It didn't really bother me. My family and I talked about it right away, and we were able to respond to it with some degree of humor, which then people completely misunderstood. I said I hope that, you know, that if I had to be played by someone, I think it's Chris Wilde, is that he's a very good-looking man, and so that seems all right, you know. And then I said something like, I hope he gets my fashion style choice right when he plays me. And it was a joke. All that was a joke.
I mean, you've been so controlled today, and yet in that brief moment, you got very emotional. Why?
It's really something to see constantly how many people are dying for lack of an encouraging word. And how easy it is to provide that if you're careful. You know, give credit where credit is due. And to say, you're a net force for good if you want to be.
Do you believe you're a net force for good?
Net? Yes. You know,
this dude about to break me down, man. I don't need to be seeing this, bro. I gotta step and see. When y'all see me start being extra silly, that's because I know myself. All right. He's really, man. He's dialed in. He's dialed in. This isn't an interview for him. This is another opportunity to reach out and do God's work. That's what he's doing. He's doing God's work. It's a ministry for him. It's a ministry for him. He's doing God's work, man. Anybody like that, I respect. I respect you if you're doing God's work. You're not out there trying to hurt people purposefully, just trying to demean people and bring people down. You really care about God's people, and you want to do your part. I have nothing but the most respect for you.
all the details? Probably not. You know, no one's perfect. So people make their mistakes as they stumble uphill.
Jordan's been a fascinating interview. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You've got.
I love that. He said people make their mistakes as they stumble uphill. Wow. People make their mistakes as they stumble uphill. Wow, man, that's huge.
This new box set out.
Yeah, pretty happy about that.
Jordan B. Peterson, 24 Rules for Life and Beyond Order. Fascinating books. They've sold how many millions now?
Well, 12 Rules sold 7, and I think Beyond Order is approaching 1 million now. So yeah, they're doing just
Did
fine.
you ever think you?
And I got both thanks to you all. Thanks to you all. I have both. I have the physical copies. I have the hard copies of the books. I have the audible copies of the books. I have probably like 2 audible copies of the books thanks to you all. Y'all. Wow. And there are people out here who still act like we're not trying to help one another out. When I show interest into Jordan Peterson, when I very first started doing his videos, y'all took to it and y'all said, man, educate yourself more. Educate yourself. And you guys didn't wait for me to do it. Y'all sent, yeah. Compassion is here. And it's unfortunate that there are many people out here that don't see it. And they just choose to be in their own little box and be and wear blinders, because maybe if they see that compassion is here and that people are fair and people are loving, they no longer have an excuse. And sometimes people do not want you to take away their excuse. Sometimes people don't want you to take away their excuse.
You'd sell that number of books?
I never thought any of this would happen, you know. I mean, so yeah, I knew when I was teaching at Harvard and at the University of Toronto that some of the things I was teaching were revolutionary. I was surprised that I got away with it, let's say, as long as I did. And so there's a way in which it doesn't surprise me. And I wouldn't say that's because of the brilliance of my ideas. It's because I'm good at communicating ideas, but the ideas that I've been developing, they're ancient ideas. They're the oldest ideas we have in some real sense. So they have a power.
Right, absolutely. You'll launch the Peterson Academy. Tell me about that quickly.
Yeah, well, I've been collecting, along with my daughter, great professors and educators from all around the world, and we're having them come to Miami to film 4 2-hour lectures on a variety of topics. President of Hillsdale College, Larry Arnn, just taped one for us on Churchill, which I thought was quite funny because, you know, he's persona non grata. And so Arnn and Churchill, so that's quite funny. And we're hoping that we can determine how to provide people a very efficient and very low-cost alternative to a bachelor's degree. And we're working hard to make that accredited. I'd like to drive the cost of a bachelor's degree from its current $160,000 level to $4,000. And I think,
wow,
I think we can do it. So
you do that, brother. I can finally go get my bachelor's degree. Please do that. Please do that. Shit, man, please. And also, guys, if y'all can tell me, how can I get on Jordan Peterson's radar? I need to get on his radar. I don't know why, because I honestly don't. I don't know why. I honestly don't know why. I would like to just come to some of his talks and just be front and center. Shoot, if he let me sit on the stage with him and just as he talk, man, that'd be dope too. I just like to learn from the best. That's all. That's all. Especially when people have your best interest at heart. He definitely has your best interest at heart.
So that's the plan. We're going to launch in either early 2023, depending on how quickly we can get things aggregated. And I'm working with my son on an app called essay.app. We took a document I wrote for my students that helped them learn how to write and edit. And editing is very important if you're writing. People are never taught to edit. And it builds editing tools into the software. And we have 4,500 subscribers and 50,000 users. We launched about 2 months ago. I'd like to teach 1 million people to write.
Wow.
And just finally.
Wow, bruh. So he's not one of the people that just talk it, man. He walk it like he talk it. Like that's a song from the Migos, rap group Migos. He not only talks about it, he's about it. He is about it, trying to get a bachelor's degree from being around the $160,000 range to $4,000 and teaching people how to write and edit. Come on, man. The dude is a gem. He's a gem.
You're healthy. You look healthy.
Pretty good.
And
Much
your wife,
better.
Your wife's doing a lot better than she was.
She's back better than she was before even, and my daughter's not ill either. So fancy that.
I mean, that's an amazing turnaround from
God
where you
is
were.
That's for
blessed.
sure, man. It was pretty brutal
Yeah.
for a long time.
Yeah.
You know, my wife almost died every day for 7 months. So
I'm very glad for you.
thank you, sir.
I really am. It's been a really fascinating interview.
God is in the blessing business. God is in the blessing business. Wow. Wow. It's y'all turn now. Please let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments below. And if you have yet to hit that subscribe button, please make sure you do so on your way out the door. Once again, guys, I'm Van, and now we are all the LFR family, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video, hopefully inside the Patreon as well. Y'all have been amazing per usual. Love y'all. We have a great amount of playlists on top of playlists of many reactions, comedy, music, political, controversial, just many things. Feel free to peruse. Take your time. All right. I just want to. It's a possibility you might see something else that, well, this could be a double-edged sword. You might see something that make you enjoy the channel more, but you might also see something from before I started on this journey, and it might make you like run away from me. I'm not playing when I say that. It might make you run away, but hey, I don't mind putting my growth on Front Street or lack thereof. It is what it is. I'm imperfect. I'm not perfect at all, man. You know what I mean? So, see y'all next time. Love you.